Hey guys, what's up? It's Miss Burnett. I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on scale factor and taking some notes over that. I don't know if we'll get to this on Friday or if we'll do it next week, but I'm on a roll. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a scale factor video for you. Okay. So I have 1023. I don't know if we'll do this on Friday. We may have to wait till next week. Learning target, I can identify and apply the scale factor between two similar shapes. So there's that vocab word I keep talking about again, scale factor. All right. So I'm gonna make a little drawing here. So I was trying to show how it gets bigger and then it gets smaller and then it gets bigger. It doesn't look that good. I had a different vision in my head. It's okay. We'll live. Okay. So scale factor, what is it? Scale factor is going to be the number that is used to multiply the length of a figure to stretch or shrink it to a similar image. And then I'm going to put some little arrows. So when I say stretch, I'm thinking about enlarging something. All right. And when I say shrink, you guys know that would mean to make something a little bit smaller or a lot bit smaller, right? To stretch or shrink it to a similar image, okay? Now, the next thing I want to write down that's really important is that a scale factor that is larger or greater than 1 enlarges a shape. I'm going to run out of room. I made it, just barely. All right. So greater than 1, it's going to make the shape bigger. So on the flip side, a scale factor less than 1, I bet you know what that will do. I'm messing up my spelling and my words today. So less than 1 is going to shrink. So let's do a couple of examples here. So you have a visual and it's not just a bunch of words on the page. All right. You've got a visual of like what some of this stuff means. All right. Let's start with a rectangle And we'll say it's 2 by 4. I'm going to make it pretty small for me. Again, if you don't have grid paper, just draw a rectangle and make it, 2 by 4. Try to scale it the right way. It does not need to be perfect. Okay. So this is my original. All right, I'm going to use a scale factor of 2. So that means this side over here, that's 2, it's now going to be 4. And this side over here, the side on top, that's 4, is now going to be what? 8. All right, so this is now 4, and this is 8. All sides were multiplied by the scale factor to get the new side length, okay? So 2 times 2 equals 4, and 4 times 2 equals 8. 2 is the scale factor. Okay, since 2 is greater than 1, this is an enlarged figure, okay? Because we used a scale factor greater than 1, the shape is enlarged, okay? So these were the original side lengths. And then these are the new side lengths. Now, with scale factor, sometimes we'll give it to you and we'll say, here's a scale factor of 2, you draw the new shape. Or here's a scale factor of 3, what will the new shape look like? And then sometimes we'll give you the shape and we'll ask you what the scale factor is. And we're going to practice that over the next week or so. In those different situations, what are some strategies you can use to find the missing side when you don't know, but you have the scale factor? We will work on that. Okay. I want to do one more example. So I'm out of room. If you're out of room, turn the page. If not, keep going. Remember, you can always pause this too. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do now is take a larger shape and use a scale factor of less than 1 to show you how it reduces the shape, okay? Not make the same mistake I made before. Okay, so I'm going to start, let's see. Why don't we do a triangle? Let's do something different. I'm going to do a right triangle. I'm going to make the height 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do 10. All right, and I'm going to make the base 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, so here's my right triangle. Again, if you don't have grid paper, just kind of sketch it. So 8 units, and then 10 units is my height. All right. Now, I want to have a scale factor of 1/2. All right, so this time our scale factor is less than 1. The triangle should be smaller. What will the new height be, and what will the new base be? Okay. 10 times 1/2 is 5. So my new height will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 8 times 1/2 is 4. So my new base will be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's write all that out. So later, if we go back and look at our notes and we're like, what did we do? Where did these numbers come from? We have it written down right here. All right. So 10 times 1/2 equals 5. That's where we got this side. And 8 times 1/2 equals 4. And that's where we got this one from. Okay. Don't fall into the trap of trying to use division, all right? We're not using division here. We're sticking with multiplication. So that is going to involve multiplying fractions. Okay, I don't want us to, and we'll talk a little bit about how reciprocals, I hope that rings a bell. We talked about reciprocals when we divided fractions. We'll talk about some reciprocals and how you can use reciprocals to your advantage. How I'll show you, like if I go from, let's say that this is figure A and figure B, the scale factor from A to B is 1/2. I told you that. I wrote it right there. So we'll write that down. Scale factor from A to B is 1/2. Well, what is the scale factor from B to A? So if this was your original with a height of 5 and a base of 4, and you were going back to this shape, what would the scale factor be? It's just the reciprocal of this scale factor right here. So it's 2/1, which essentially is just 2. Okay. So we'll dive into that a little bit more next week. Okay. But you can really use scale factors and reciprocals to help you. Last thing we just need to make a note of is that scale factors can never be negative. So let's just write that down real quick. So we'll never have a negative number as a scale factor. So this is just kind of a starting point with scale factors. We'll dive into it a little more next week. Our next goals are going to be when you identifying the scale factor. What is the scale factor? Applying it. So here's a shape. The scale factor is 3. Draw the new one. All right. And then we're going to get into like missing sides too. Like if you know a couple of the sides, what's the missing side? So we'll use all of this information to help us with that. All right. But baby steps. You guys are doing awesome. Make sure you have this in your notebook, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.